Bullshit. Tell her to win. Just get on there and have a...
No, I don't want to say a few words. It's like stressed me out to no end. I hate it.
Nessie's just been running around mad trying to get this to go down for about the last hour, so sorry about that, guys.
Really
but
sorry.
We're back up and running now, and hopefully we shouldn't have too many more dramas. Thanks to a bit of Mahali and a bit of Ness, yeah.
King Mahali.
King Mahali, mate. He's but we had what did we have, Ness? We had a lead too long, didn't we? Yeah.
Pardon?
We had a lead too long, didn't we? That was
Mate, I went out and I bought these new cables, and I bought all this stuff, and I'm like, will that work with this, and and new camera and everything, and yes, and you know, you're dealing with all the guys that deals with cameras and computers and cords and cables all day long. You know, just one of my cables was $80, but I'm back to my old cables now, and we've moved some stuff, so
yeah.
Yeah, we've got the fan going on one of the cameras. That's just overheating. So yeah, it's not easy, Grueff.
No, so when we
So
left,
I do apologise to everyone. It's I'm going. It's not even. It's just gone 12 o'clock. I'm going to get a drink. I'm having an alcohol
Thanks, Nancy.
beverage. Thank you.
So
I'm really sorry.
when we left, guys.
I was almost in tears. You know that. Actually,
Oh yeah, I know. I
did
seen
you see my eyes well up?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to cry.
So then when we left, guys, I think Mark was up 4-0, and then he was 4-2, and now Brad's just come back and he's got Mark under the pump, and obviously James was Alvo was 4-2 up on James when we dropped out, I think, and now he's back to 7-4 in front. So, and looks like James is just Mr. Black relatively easy shot for him. He's missed it to the middle, so this should put another frame on the board for Mr. Alvo.
Lionel, I think I'm your man, mate. I'm your hero.
I don't know what sort of cameras they are, Daniel. They're obviously shit ones when they keep cutting out. So love you, Lionel. You're my hero too, bro.
Let's go, Big Al.
Yeah, Toby, I'm ready to hit balls again. I didn't put the prep in like I did when I played Matty. I was having about 3 sessions a week with the reed, and this time due to work, I just couldn't get on the table too much. So I've only been having to hit once a week. So hopefully it doesn't ruin me chances today, but we'll soon see.
I think you'll be fine, Grueff. Let's go out and perform like you have been, mate.
But on the Brad and Mark game, from what I've been watching, Mark's under the pump now.
He's under the pump, mate. I think Brad's run 6 in a row. He was 4-0 up, wasn't he?
He was 4-0 up, and he hit a brick wall. It was a car crash, and Brad slowly just been chipping away.
I told him, get off the punt and just concentrate on your match. It's potting well by Grueff. He's playing some good shots. He's obviously had a good coach this week.
Yeah. And just for the people who are watching and don't know Mark and Brad, like obviously they're at the lower end of the A grade scale, but they're working their way up. And so if you see a few bad shots or a few sloppy misses, I mean, that's them obviously improving and trying to get better at the game themselves. So.
That's a good shot.
I've noticed on the last couple of frames, Mark's gone back to try and blocking pockets and doing doubles and stuff where I think he should just go back to his potting game. So then at least when Brad does make a mistake,
got the out.
You've only got 2 balls and a black maybe at the best to finish your game. But when you're obviously the calibre of play that these two are, you don't want to be under the pump potting 5 or 6 balls and have one decent hard one there.
And that sort of thing happened to Brad in the early stages of the match. Brad was trying a bit of the tactics, and it wasn't working for him.
Yeah, and now he's
just gone to the potting, and the scores have changed.
Yeah.
We've got a bit of tricky one here with the black and the red, and then the red and yellow.
Yeah.
All the yellows are on bar the one on the rail.
Yeah.
You know, I think Brad. I don't know if this goes.
I think it goes past the yellow. I think it cheats the pocket. No, he's actually.
He's
would
actually
have cheated the
it.
pocket.
That's a great shot, but he actually thought. I don't think he wanted that in.
No, I think that went on the cheat of the pocket.
In the middle.
Yeah. He just got fortunate enough to. I mean, you can't tell me you're playing that double down the bottom corner there.
Not for a pot, maybe coverage.
I mean, I struggle to get them, let alone.
You're a cut master, mate. You're not a doubler.
No.
Alvo's in control of this match here with the red and the yellow covered up, but and I think James really needs to win this frame 8-4. How do we change this, Grueff? I think that was no. How do we change the Alvo?
So
8-4.
the Alvo one is
8 to Alvo.
I can't see the
Yep, you're right.
Yeah, just the plus and then the update.
Alright, so we've just updated that. The way I see the match on our James, I'm not too sure if this is James' first money match or not ever.
I think it is.
And he does look a bit nervy out there, as you would be. Alvo's had a couple now, and although he hasn't found his groove just yet, James is also missing balls that he probably just gets having a muck around with the boys up north type of thing, you know.
100%.
So something like this will tell you whether he's queuing or where,
That's a
you
good
know,
shot.
it's not a bad shot. And but that's how you need to queue him, you know. You just need to back yourself, and at the end of the day, everyone's going to miss a few balls when you're playing money matches. The best of them do it. But you just got to walk into the match, back yourself, and if you miss, you know what, reassemble and go again.
Don't worry about it. It's a long way to 11.
Yeah.
I played in 3 or 4 before I won one.
Yeah. When I was like obviously having a lot of sessions with Rudy, I'm a bit of a, you know, where you bang the cue down and you get pissed off with
Don't
yourself.
get frustrated.
But your opponent sees it, he knows that he's starting to get the wood up on you, and the next minute you can't pot a ball, and he's actually gaining off your energy that you're showing, you know.
With the shot here, Grueff on Mark and Brad's match, I think if he flicks this yellow now, just to open, the red's going to come down the side rail, but just to open his yellow up, and he's going to leave him snookered.
Yeah.
Will he think like that? Will he do this? Or run the yellow down under the black? But I think it's a very high possibility.
See, me looking at the angle here, if he plays that jackie, I think the red runs into the jaw, and which could possibly set him up if he brings that white back out. No, he didn't even. Yeah, see what I mean? See how it was heading straight for the jaw. But he played the wrong shot anyway.
Oh, he's got 2 shots.
Oh, he's got 2. Okay.
Didn't know that.
I didn't know he played the. But that's what he had to look at. You could see it was going into the jaw of the middle pocket on that jackie, and he's just fortunate that didn't go in.
Yeah, it's just going to have to be 3 good pots here on the yellows.
Well, you can't hold for that. I don't know why. You either have to
get into it a bit.
Screw into it a bit. The only save he's got here is a big pocket where the black is.
I think it just drops in, but I don't know. If it's down there, it's going to drop in.
So he's belted the living daylight like that. But that should just been just a nice slow run-in shot. If it misses, you're covering.
Exactly, and he holds on
you're in
his
the
other
block
yellow.
hole. So he's just belted that way too hard, and his chances of getting position on this now, I mean, the only shot he's going to really have is a double.
Yeah, exactly right.
If this goes in.
James got 2 on the other table here.
See, and that's just belting the covers off it with no need.
Where's that red sitting? I nearly think Brad's got to play the bottom red here.
What you got to do? You got to play the bottom red.
Red's too high on the middle pocket, so he's got to play bottom red.
Get up high on their table, and then just smoke it down nice and softly, and you're playing the black over to the left-hand side pocket.
A little bit of right side, even come off the side rail here, then flick back out towards the middle of the table.
And if he doesn't land high, if he doesn't land up near that chalk,
he's in big trouble.
Near the black line, anywhere around there, he's got a bit of work to do. This should just be routine here. This should.
Alvo's back at the table. I think Al gets these. I think they're tap-ins.
Oh mate, they're all there. Well, there you go. There's pressure and.
He's tied the black up, and the yellow's not cuttable. Looking from the camera here, I don't know. He can get it, but he could just do a little sneaky one here, push the yellow out, land the white right on behind the red.
That's all you can do.
And then make Brad have to play that red on the black.
Yep. See that's a frame gone begging for Brad there, because I mean those type of pot outs there.
Is Jigger here? Al?
Those type of pot outs there, Shannon. When you're in these money frames, you have to make them. Like otherwise, when you're on the tail end of the scoreboard, I mean, you only got yourself to blame because they weren't 2 hard shots to finish the game off there. But anyway, now you'll do it the hard way.
Yeah, now Brad could just pop this out, put the middle black towards the middle of the table, white ball dead on the bottom rail, and he's going to make.
But if he leaves in the gap, it's still cuttable.
Yeah.
If he leaves in the gap on the yellow, he still cuts that yellow in. So he's either got to.
Well, he's left that cuttable and left that double.
I just don't know.
That just cuts in.
I don't see the sense in that shot at all.
So that's why we carry him in the black ball on.
Oh yeah. So looking at the angle here, it's just a soft stun screw, just up towards the rail there. Hopefully you don't leave yourself dead on the rail, but still should be a makeable black.
Yep, sure.
Elbow's a little bit out of position here on the reds, but one good shot and he's back in it.
And that's a hard thing, holding for that black.
Well, he didn't screw stun into it. Like, he just played it as a natural angle. I don't know if he was trying to probably come into the 2 balls, but
he's got 2 chances to come off the bottom rail here into the black. Either let's go naturally into the middle, or it could even get a little wick off that red and go into the middle.
Yeah.
He's got 2 chances. Josh is just having a look if it is actually a total. I think Master's going to layer up into it. Or if he's total, he could just land behind it, couldn't he?
Yeah.
So So it's a big call here by the ref. They've called Reedy in, I think.
Oh, for the total.
Brad's having a look, Reedy's having a look at it. Big pot here by Al on the second table.
Oh, he's might have jagged this. Oh, but he's got a result anyway.
Got a bit of a result there.
So just
we've got
on
them all there. We've got Russ, we've got Reedy, we've got Glasses coming out. We've got them all looking at this snooker.
So just on this, Shannon, I don't play the double. I just have a go at the cut. I just have
You're
a go.
cutting to the left side.
Cut
left
into
corner.
the left side. Have a bit of a make or break. You know what I mean?
Well, I think that's a good shot because if you're cutting in that left side, that white ball's going to come down on the bottom rail, and there's a little percentage there that you might even land up.
Well, you're leaving a potential harder shot.
Hard
but
shot.
I think the speed you got to hit that yellow into the left-hand corner. I think you actually come back. You'll go down, come back up, and then come back up in the middle near the black there. Anyway, I think
Do you like just flicking the yellow into the top rail and just leaving a snooker, and then letting him go up and down?
Yeah, possibility.
Hard up and down.
But from his cue action, looks like he's going to go the cut. Yeah, and I think that's the shot. But see how he didn't even play that hard, and the white ball still come down, gone back up, half middle table, and he's actually played that soft.
That's a big shot. That's a big frame win there for
Good finish
James.
by James.
8-5. Needs the next one or two, yeah? Oh, she hit this.
No, that's only for that one, and we've got to do this manually. Nessie, can you show me this one again?
So
He's
that,
gone to 5, so...
so that one is just the plus.
Oh, yep. And the other one
And
you
then
got to put in manually.
the other one you've got to click on the number,
Oh, yeah,
and then in that little gap it'll
Put
come
the
up
number.
here.
Yep, gotcha.
I just haven't found a software that can do the dual.
Yeah.
No total granted, so it's not a total.
What about
Very tight.
what about for a match, Lionel and Toby?
Lionel and Toby, yeah, line it up, boys.
Lionel and Toby for the next on the Rudy's next card.
Yeah, have a crack. I'm on the next one, having a hit with Pete. There we go. I've nearly called it. The red off the black off the red. It was two chances to go. Hit it flush or nil nig.
Yeah.
I think Brad's just got two little tap ins here.
Yeah, but
Does it go under the red? It goes under the red.
You have to play it under the red. Even if you got to come off the top push,
Yeah, you don't want to play the trail.
you can't play the jack. There you go.
Beautiful.
So he's got two options here now.
Yeah.
He can just run this in and play the black up top, or he can play it a bit firmer
And thinner.
and run the white
Yep.
off the bottom push and come back up to where the balk line is. We'll see which way he goes.
And I think
It's not too bad.
He's landed all right. He's landed beautiful. Really, that's straight to that corner. Al's had a break. Nominating yellows. Brad's put that in there. That's 7-4. That's 7 in a row. Mark needs one very soon.
Brad's finding his groovy. Oh yeah.
And I think Al vote here in the second table is on and out. One tricky one near the yellow and the red in the middle of the table, but he can also just... It goes to two corners.
Yeah. All updated there. 7485. Done.
Lionel, Tristo said, mate, you're a handy B grader. You're pushing like the top of C grade, maybe just making the B grade. That was nearly a foul break, but he's potted a ball.
Who's Zane, Toby? I don't know where Zane's from.
Zane Rowe, Ipswich.
Oh, he's from Ipswich, is he?
Yeah.
I don't think I know of Zane. So now we're getting down to the
Is this on
business.
here with Al? This is on a master. If he can squeeze this in, he's out.
Oh, I think it goes. He wouldn't be playing it if it didn't.
He's
Oh.
hit the red. He's must have been tall.
What was he trying there?
I think a little swerve. He needed a little swerve. I don't think he...
Okay, so he's given him two shots to James here. This is James's chance to call back,
These are all on.
make a statement, and go. I'm
You
right
need
behind you.
this. You need this 8-6. It's
He's
pulling
got
you back into the game.
he's got a bit of support up here too, James. He's got all the friggin'.
Got the smashes, mate.
He's
Wherever
got the-
smashes
he's got
playing,
the-
They're always there.
So when you hear
Russ,
the
you want to jump in here? Or to duck?
when you hear the loud screams, mate, he's got his entourage. That's not a bad shot.
It's a good shot. I think he plays this red under the black to the middle.
Yeah. with a bit of follow through,
He's got 2.
or he can just stun back and then
Yeah, just roll through.
looks like he's going to. No, he's rolled through.
That's all right.
Just the way he was queued up on the ball, wasn't sure if he was playing top on it or bottom.
Left it or right.
Well, this is a.
This could be a half an hour frame here.
This is a sloppy break over here. I don't even know if that was a fair break, or was it a fair break?
It was a fair break because he potted the ball. I think there was only 3 maybe that hit, but
Okay.
it was a fair break because he potted the ball on the break. Oh, he's played the snooker.
Yeah, he's tried to go for the snooker, but he's missed it. He's
Shots like that, I think he had the red to the corner and he was out. I think sometimes you just need to go, when you're behind, you need to have a crack at going. You let your opponent back to the table. If Alvo can pull one out here, he's in trouble.
But you still could have played the same shot without the stun on it and just roll through that red ball up the top. And if you get on it, you get on it. And if you don't, you still snooker the bloke behind the back.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Does that yellow go to the middle, Russ?
Yes, mate. It'd have to. I'm going to say yes.
He could cut this in, I think, too. It's off the cushion enough to cut in.
Yeah, well, if that's on in the middle, you're rolling that in. You're rolling that in, playing the yellow down the bottom and coming back out and playing the black in the same pocket.
Not easy.
That's
just
all right.
The weight will get him, and the weight got him. Beautiful.
And even this one, and it's just come straight back out and play the black in the same pocket.
Yeah, that's where, I don't know, I'm a pretty aggressive player, but I just think James should have had a crack there. You let Al back to the table.
I think so too. But that's why I was saying the shot before, roll that red up the top, play a little bit of follow through with the white, and if you get your pot, all well and good for you, and if you don't, you get the second prize.
Exactly right.
So that takes our vote to 9-5. And that's a frame that went begging, 8-6 to now 9-5. It's a 4 frame deficit now instead of a 2 frame deficit.
Yep, exactly right.
From a decision that went bad for him.
Especially after just getting the frame before, he's on the ropes.
Yeah. So you're getting called out by Lionel too, Shane. He's saying that you're on his radar.
Lionel, just calm it down, mate. You got to get on one of these and play Brad first, mate.
You got to get him off the snooker table first.
Exactly right, mate. I'm not playing him in billiards or snooker because I don't want to embarrass him. I don't even play the game. We'll
keep an eye on the James match for a minute while it's getting to the business end. And James really can't afford, obviously, to lose this frame, because then you can almost you're just under the pump severely. So it looks like he wants reds. He's nominated reds. I can't see if he's on that in the middle or not, but he's lined it up pretty quick, so I'm guessing he is. Probably a little bit rushed. And this is a thing, Shannon. When you
we got Al on yellows.
No, we just had James, like he was on the reds. Obviously, the out was hard. He had to make a few little transitions to put his balls on, but he basically potted the one in the middle, got straight back down on the shot, and then went for the other one. I mean, use a little bit of time. You got to compose yourself. Take your 30 seconds, breathe a little bit, but.
I've seen that early on one of the James second, third, fourth frame, whatever it was. James put a beautiful pot on a red or a yellow, and then just get straight down on his next red or yellow, and then doesn't look at the position for his black, and ended up in trouble on his black, and then lost the frame.
So my advice is to anyone who has a money match, you got a minute
100%.
to have a shot.
Yep.
So
walk around that table. Even if it's a tap in, you walk around. You have a
even if you use 40 seconds of it.
Yep. That's a big thing. And
you know what I mean?
We both got that from Reedy coaching both of us.
And
giving us some hints.
What's the point? It's your time. Take as long as you need.
Exactly right. The black's tied up here too. It's going to be a very hard last red.
Well, it's not on down in my bottom corner towards me.
No. That red's dead too.
And I don't even think it's on for up the top in the corner, the opposite corner. So he's got to find a ball.
We flick around in now. Is he having a crack at extracting that other red? No.
So maybe this is a see, but even this, he's probably got to take that red over the middle there, the opposite one, come back and get the same position he's got on that to get the black out, because even if he gets the black out, he's almost got no position to pop the other one in the middle.
I think he screws back. Yeah, screws back here. He's got to run this down, and he doesn't.
Well,
I
now
don't
he
think he
probably
wants
can.
it.
But if he doesn't make contact with the black ball, his black ball's not on.
If this cuts into the middle, but he is going to promote this black.
He's got to hit it, and he's missed it.
That's
because, and again,
yep.
he didn't even have a look to see if the black was on up top. Because I can see from here, it's not on.
Yep.
So they're the things you need to check. And do I need to check into it?
And that's the percentage shot. He could have rolled that down here and covered out on 2 yellows possibly.
And that's where I talk about using that 30 seconds and walk around and have a look at your options. You might get it wrong, but it's better than going, I thought it was on, but then I just got me white over there, and then I worked out that it wasn't on.
Yeah, Al's in the box seat here with 2 visits. You can pluck one off here.
But I just watched
if he doesn't land good, and he can just snooker again.
I just watched his last shot, and he missed a conventional one that he just normally bashes in for fun. So even that, Albo normally gets in.
He does.
So he's feeling the pinch out there as well.
That's a good shot by the mark. Garrity here, if he gets near that yellow, he hasn't got there. Just under hit it. He was trying. It was a great shot to try and cover up that double on the yellow here. But Brad's on the yellow, and if he can put it in or over, he's looking pretty good. And that's what our vote will do.
And here's Mark's chance now.
He's just got to pot him.
Yep.
Just pot him.
Get rid of your rail ball first up the top.
Yep.
Make your way back down towards the bottom of the table. And he needs to go out with his 2 shots here.
100%. He needs this frame. 7-5, you're back in the game.
I can't see what angle he's given there. It almost looks like he wants to...
He's just going to have a little stun here. Yeah. Bit of a transition.
It's still okay, but...
He's just going to roll this in, I think, and take the lower red.
I'd be getting down there a little bit closer, because I don't want to play a plant. I don't want to play a plant down the bottom there.
Lower red now. And that's not bad. That's not bad. He's just got to pot it.
You can get down there closer. So why not just screwing off the rail, come back out, just outside the yellow there.
Yep,
and then you leave yourself a little bit so you're fat on that bottom red, and then just come back around the black to play the other red in the same pocket, and the black over the opposite pocket. That's the way I'd be going anyway. So,
what are they saying here? Shannon, would you and someone versus me and Nath?
Who's this?
Tobes, mate, we've already got, back in Kilcoy days, I've still got a match with Nick Casey. We're versing Pete and Jace still.
Gruffy and Shannon will team up and take you on.
Yeah, me and Gruff, we'll take yours on, mate. Line it up, mate, and we'll do a return match. We'll have one at the Goldie, and we'll also have one back at your hometown.
It's not a bad shot by Mark.
He's got 2 still.
He's still got 2 remaining. What's Al do here? Is he looking for a tuck up anywhere, or is he because he hasn't got an easy out? It's not a gimme.
No. Mark left that on. He's left it on. Yeah, that's good. He's good.
But now he's just got to come off the top.
He's got to hit this confident.
And they're not easy when you've got to play with a bit of speed and come off the top. And
not when you've just lost 7 in a row. You need to pot this confidently like that. He's just stopped on the shot.
Yeah.
He's hit it and he's stopped.
So now this one, I'm cutting the black over towards the closest pocket it's closest to. Just get it over there, in or over, and get the white back up the top of the table, and just go, have a go at it.
Yep,
run your yellow down the corner if you get it. Well, props to you, but that's the shot I'm taking at the moment now.
For sure. Line it up, Tobes. 500 ahead. That sounds good, mate. Pick a date, work the dates out soon, and we'll have a crack at it.
So 2 cushion safety. See, and it's.
See, he doesn't want that down here.
See what I mean? And you're giving him the frame. It wasn't.
Leave the white up the top of the table.
Not the shot. You go the other way. You go 2 cushions. So you come off there, go bottom cushion before the yellow, back up the top, and leave him an angle. You know what I mean?
And he's left Brad 2 tap ins. What did you say there, Tove? Lock it in. First one on the GC and second here in Toowoomba. Mate,
Yep,
that sounds
done.
good.
We're in.
Send us a message and you and Nath will lock it in the next
What is it, doubles
month
or Scotch
so.
doubles?
Just normal doubles or Scotch doubles, Tove? We've played normal in the ones I've played in.
And Brad now goes to an 8.
That goes to an 8.
8-4 lead. So just backspace that.
That's not working.
Cool. Eight four, 9-5. So where are we with the elbow?
Alvo's on the yellows still. I think he's playing the bottom yellow onto the other yellow, running them wide up to the top, even if he misses it. He's got that black covered.
I think the last game against Toby would have been at the Breeders' Christmas Cup, and close game, but I sent him packing, so that's good signs for us, Shannon.
That's
Just trying to bring more money.
Tove reckons either normal or good. Mate, I've played in a couple of doubles match with me and Ringo had a crack at Zane and Brendan Cancel in the normal doubles, and then now me and Nick from Kilcoy having a crack with Jason Pete Cuttermore in normal doubles.
So James has.
I think we're all even players, mate. Normal doubles sounds good.
James has got 2 on the blackie. So his elbow's gone in off. And it's worked out right for him.
He's used it well.
So it'll be a 9-6. So he's still in there. I'd rather 9-6 and 10-5.
And mate, he had the one before. It could be 8.
Oh, this one.
8-7.
Yeah.
It could be 8-7. And there's a couple earlier that he's missed out too.
Yeah.
I'm just going to duck out for a quick one.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
Grueff, and I'll be back, mate.
Yeah, I'll grab water, please. So Mark needs to put his foot down here if he... I'm going all right, Nessie. He's in a world of hurt at the moment, and he needs to go back to basics. Yeah. I've just been watching the last few, Nessie, and he's probably because he's probably not confident. He's starting to build the lights out of him.
And the time.
Yeah.
I don't want to take photos of him either to put him off.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he don't like it. You all ready for your match?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I was getting actually a bit tired there before.
Yeah.
Because the wifey left to go down Sydney with the daughter, and I was up early with them this morning, and then I was obviously watching your live stream till 11:30ish, 11:45, and but yeah, I think I'm feeling alright again. But anyway, you just got to put it on the table at the end of the day, and
You'll be right. I've got
yeah.
your lollies.
yeah.
You got
So
it. Got
yeah,
your
so
gator
we
and your lollies.
we picked up Ash after Maddie obviously had work commitments and pulled out. But yeah, so it was good because I still wanted to play, so it was good that Ash picked up and took on the game. So, but he's a tough player too when he gets going. He's not a knockabout. Like he can still put some good balls and he can run racks. So
That's right.
I've got to be on my game to beat him.
You will. As you know, it's different playing money matches to normal.
Oh yeah.
Normal pool. Different kind of pressure.
Sit down.
Well, it beats me having a coughing fit over there in my little pack balloon.
Yeah. So I think he's underrun that.
Got a
Ness.
tickle.
I think he wanted to get
Who,
rid of
Al?
that. Yeah, I think he wanted to get rid of that other red up there, but I can't even see if it's on for that corner. I don't think maybe it is, but
You might be able to see on here.
it's a big frame this for Al. You can put him as soon as he goes up the hill, it puts your opponent under like immense pressure. But if James starts calling a few back, next minute you could go down to like last night, with Ray and
Yeah.
Dave
Yeah.
going 10-all after I think
Very
was
proud
Ray
of
up.
Ray last night. He did.
Ray was
did awesome.
fine. He was playing some really good pool and hit a bit of a dry patch in the middle.
Yeah, you do that.
And then, but that's obviously just, his nerves kicking in and stuff. And then he took on a massive black to win the frame. So, I mean, that was a tough black for anybody out there. And he just drilled it in. It didn't look like missing.
He did. I just went,
So,
oh, God.
Good on you, Ray, if you're listening, mate. Well
Yeah.
done on your match last night. And,
Yeah, he did. He
and,
did amazing.
yeah, well done to Dave too. He obviously played well as well.
Yeah, Dave played off his head.
And then what was the other match? Nathan Appleton and
Nathan Appleton
Nick
and
Overton.
Nick Overton, yep.
I know Nathan won convincingly.
Yeah, but Nick,
I think Nick was off his game a little bit. I've seen Nick play better than that.
yeah, he said he was rushing it and he couldn't work out why.
Yeah.
I spoke to him afterwards.
It could be scoreboard pressure too, you know. Nathan got but Nathan's obviously a very hard player to beat. But I have seen Nick play way better than what he played last night. So I was expecting a closer match.
Yep. Well, we've decided, Grueff, that Nessie needs to spend another about probably 3,000 plus.
Well, Reedy's working now, so just get him doing some more runs and he'll be right.
So, I just had a chat with Rhino and I just said, what do you reckon, Rhino? I said, do you think it's the laptop? You know, like this is I remember coming to a stream. We were streaming one time and the computer shit itself, and so I raced over to Officeworks here in Milton and went and bought a computer. It was just $3,800. I was just like, don't worry, I'll go and buy a new one.
Yeah.
So I went and bought a new one, and but that was 3 years ago. So this computer's now 3 years old, and now that I've got the new equipment, we think the computer can't handle it.
Right.
And that's what's happening is it's got too much going into it. The internet's fine. We've sourced that.
So it's a cable issue.
It's the actual.
Al's miscues that.
It's the actual. Come on, Al, head up. It's the actual inner stuff, like the core and all this sort of workings of a computer. The speed and all that sort of stuff that we think is Marky. That we think might be the problem. So we're going to buy. Ryan sort of suggested to get a desktop. So we'll go the desktop and a monitor.
Yep.
Why not? Let's just give that a crack.
Yeah.
So it's yeah.
I see all these cables running everywhere. I don't know how you do it sometimes.
Oh mate, I've spent that much on cable. I just got the boys to buy these two, the silver ones, on the way here. There was another $80 on the way here. That and some connectors.
So once again, Al's given James another crack at this, where Al's just running out of position and giving
he'll go
James
to
another
snooker
shot.
now.
No, he's going to pop this.
He's going to go.
He pops this in the corner. And then the main thing he's got to do here, Ness, he's got to leave himself angled to get back up to the black. So he'll probably, I don't know if he's going to top it or he's going to pull it back a bit, but you need to sort of so you get back up there to play the black down. No. See, and that shot, you got no angle.
Is this camera now frozen?
No, I don't think so. Just bring your thing down here. It seems, no, it's still going all right.
Is it? No, this one.
Oh.
The right one. No, those balls.
Someone tell us if the right one's. Oh, it is frozen. Yeah. Is it off up there?
No. Now this one is now my. There we go.
Okay.
We're back.
Yeah. So what he did that last shot, he played the bottom yellow on the left hand side, and he's dead weighted it, and that would have been his shot at the black had that yellow have gone in. So he got fortunate to leave the yellow over the can, but the shot was to leave himself angle on the bottom yellow, cut it across and come back up and then play the black in the same pocket, run it down the rail. Well, he's just found the gap there. I don't know what he was doing there because I couldn't really see the shot, but probably wasn't the right one. So once again,
it's not an easy out though.
so he's got to try somehow when he gets on this bottom red I'd be, if he doesn't get positioned for the opposite pocket, you're looking at trying to hit the red into the black and extract them both out, and then hopefully you get a little bit of luck where you can go bang bang. But it can go awfully wrong as well.
Yeah. Just.
So he hasn't really left himself. The only thing he can do is probably screw into the black from here. Or unless that pocket's on. Yeah, he's found it. Good shot out. And now he'll just promote the double and knock it in with his second shot if he doesn't get it in the first. I couldn't see that big gap there. I didn't know there was such a huge gap for that red to go in there. That's all right. He knocks this in.
Yeah, so it looks like we're going shopping again.
Yeah, okay. You've always got afterpay.
Not before you're buying a house, you don't.
No.
There's no credit, there's no nothing. Right. Alvo is on the hill. Big Al is on the hill.
He's on the hill.
On the
Alvo.
Raymond Bill, as Brent would say.
That score should actually be a lot closer. Obviously, Al's made a few mistakes, but so has James, and you need to capitalise when your opponent does make the mistakes.
Yeah.
And Mark was 4-0 up, so he hasn't won a frame. He hasn't won a frame for 8 frames now. Like he was 4-0 up. He has not won a frame since he was 4-0.
And see, that's what happened last night too with Ray and Dave. Ray was about probably 3 or 4 frames in front. And see, what happens is you sort of get that little bit of adrenaline, like, oh, I'm in front, you know, like he's not getting me now, and you get that bit of excitement.
Yeah.
And then your arm just freezes up and you don't flow, and you lose that momentum because you just.
I was watching him play the beginning games, and he was just doing his pot, and he was just rolling them in. And then as the scoreboard pressure went on, he started to give them a little bit more and a little bit more, and all of a sudden they become. Did he just give 2 shots in?
Yeah.
So, again, he's given 2 shots to Brad, and yeah, he just rolls this in and then just uses his 2 on the black.
Well, I'm going to give these boys back some of their money too, because.
But shit happens now, so like, it's like a car breaking down.
I was in tears, but
it's all good.
I don't know. You saw my eyes well up.
Yeah,
Didn't you?
well, you didn't stop for the last hour, but at the end of the day, you know,
I just want to throw everything.
Thing does go wrong and stuff like that, and at the end of the day, there's people sitting at home that get the joys of being able to watch Bill from their lounge room.
Yeah.
You know, I know the players have paid their money and stuff, but
I'm a bit of a perfectionist. I like shit to work, you know. I like things to work and not.
This
know,
isn't
and
easy
it was
shot for
working. I don't know what happened, but I think it's this.
Yeah.
I think it's actually the computer. It can't handle all the equipment that's going into it, and it's just having it's because whereas before I didn't have the camera, I didn't have 2 decent cameras.
Yeah.
I had a webcam and a camera. So I think that's what the problem is. Now I've got 2 strong pieces of equipment that need to run off the same device, and it's just not coping.
yeah.
So we'll buy a faster hard drive that just, that's purely what it's for.
Yeah.
I'd love to see, you know, I haven't seen anyone else's setup. So.
Well, the only one that I've seen is Q-Ball TV.
Yeah.
But he's
Dan, he's got like thousands.
Mate, he almost owns a video recording shop, I think. But
EBJ Carr's best friend, Dan.
That's probably the best one. Oh no, actually the Pocket series. That's a really good setup.
So I'd like to actually, see it all set up and where it goes into and what cables do they have.
Yeah.
You know, like even this. You know, like this is. Dare I touch it? But you know, these ports here on this side. They're actually it's all loose. Like it's.
Yeah.
It's just not getting that connection, and I think that's why it drops out.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I think the only issue you got now, see you got a bit of a clearer on the right, it's a little bit of a duller picture on the left. I don't know what the go is with that, but
well, that's just sort of turning up the properties. Let me see.
good shot by James there. I don't know if he's fat enough on the black to get that bottom yellow, but I can't see from here. But a good snooker all the same. Oh, good shot. Good shot by Al there.
See, by doing that, it does nothing.
Yeah.
You've got to change it in, pretty sure it's actually the Sony settings.
So this bottom yellow ain't on for Brad. So he's got to try and extract it into a position where he can pot it, because it's not on down for the corner here, so he might run through and play to the opposite pocket. No, that's a good shot.
Jimmy's snookered himself. No, I don't have it. Anyway, I'm not touching shit
No,
all
just
of
leave
nothing at the moment. I'm just going to leave it.
So if you watch Brad's body language, then his whole body moved before he even cued through the ball, and that was the result of a massive miss like that.
Yeah, and so Mark doesn't need to do anything fancy. He's all his balls.
Well,
He has to do a fair bit of work. Yeah, he just has to find the snooker.
And when you find the snookers, you don't want to leave them an easy one off one rail or whatever. You got to make them come around the table, or where they want to tap up on one of your balls or something where you've got other options. But oh, cheers, man. See, so he's tried to snooker him then, and he's left him 3/4 of the ball.
Shot out.
It's probably almost potable now.
Shot out.
There you go. And with the confidence Brad's probably got it now, that probably takes him out of 10 on the hill. He's 10-4.
I wonder if Mark didn't, if he didn't have anything on, would it be a bit different?
Yeah. And Alvo's going for the win here, Ness, with the and that should be a win for Alvo.
How much would it cost to set up the thing?
Well done, Alvo. Well done to James too.
Congratulations, Alvo.
Tried hard.
A 6-11 win against.
Well done, man.
Hop out the way, Brent. Congratulations to both players. Thank you for playing. Now I don't know which is my left and which is my right. So my left hand cam is my right. try and talk now, Rhys?
Hello.
Yeah. And go again.
Hello. Get that? Is there a mute on there somewhere or not?
No, it shouldn't be. Microphone, yeah.
Some cash I can pay the referees, please. If you've got
How much? What do you need?
just give us 2 lots of 50s.
No, I'm not getting one.
Okay, so we can hear that. Okay. Just going to mute this.
Hello, testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Testing 1 2, testing. Okay, we're on the stream. Okay, I'm just going to wrap up these last 2 matches. I'm going to call over Brad. Brad. Wow.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Thanks, mate.
That's a special win.
Oh, mate, shaky start. I'm still a bit shaky, but took me a while to settle in. Playing a bit tentative, missed a couple of blacks in those first couple of frames where probably should have been mine. And I knew if I could just be a little bit more assertive and settle into the game, I knew the frames had come.
Mate, the way I seen it was, it's your first money match. You put in the preparation. You've done everything you can, and it was just nerves at the start, and just until you could find your feet. And I felt when Mark was missing easy balls there at 4-0 up, and you were getting lots of chances in those first 4. You had opportunities in every frame, and you weren't putting them away. You knew that your game will come eventually.
Absolutely.
And you backed yourself.
Yeah, had no choice.
And that is the way, that's the reason why you're a winner today.
Yeah, thanks, Rhodey. Mate, it's some sort of day, mate. It's a bit of adrenaline pump.
Yeah, mate.
Pretty cool.
Mate, it's awesome. It's emotional. It's a great fun. I really hope you enjoyed yourself.
It was great.
And I really hope that you're going to have another one.
Yeah, absolutely.
In time, whether it's the next card or the one after, you keep practicing.
Yep.
Like I said, Brad, just the sort of person I am. I'm happy to help you now.
Thanks,
where you come around, we have a look at the video if you want.
Yeah. Yep.
And we can go through it, and we can work for your next match.
Yeah, we'll watch from the 5th frame onwards.
And we can go from there, and we'll set you up a match, and then I'm right in your corner.
Mate, sounds good.
Thanks.
Sounds great. Can I just say a big cheerio to everyone back home that got behind me and supported me, and look forward to dishing out some pocket money when we get back. Thanks, guys.
Very proud of all his supporters too. Anyone that's back, Brad, enjoy the spoils, have a few drinks for him, and get on him next match. And that's the way it goes. Well done, guys.
Thanks, Rudy.
Thank you.
Thanks, mate.
Okay, that's that match. The other match. Who we got for the other match? Okay, James. All right, we'll just grab James. Just over here for a sec. James, just over here for a sec, please, mate. Sorry. Okay. Hi, James.
There we go.
Mate, these are the hard moments when you have to sort of, give a 1-minute interview to a loser in the match. It's always hard in this position.
Not really. I'm happy with it. I sort of came in here as the underdog and expected to play well. Unfortunately, I missed probably 4 easy blacks and an out, and it cost me. But it was a good match either way.
Mate, 11-6, and some people are saying it was a mismatch.
Yeah.
And
I missed 3 straight blacks.
And you missed 3 straight blacks. For those people that thought it was a mismatch, it obviously wasn't.
No, it's a good match.
Because you had...
The scoreboard says one thing, but...
11-6 and you missed 3 blacks. A mismatch to me is 11-1, 11-2.
Yeah.
Okay, it was never that kind... It was never that style of game. James, it was great having you on the stream.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It was fun.
And I'll hit you up again and we try and find another one. But... I'd love you to play again.
Yeah, most definitely. I'd love to come back on.
All right, thank you very much for your time.
No worries, mate. And congratulations to Alsbury too.
Thank you.
Played well.
Cheers. I need Alvo. Alvo? Where's Al? Alvo. Alvo, please. Hey Al, how are you, mate?
Not bad. Could be better.
Okay. Interesting match. Tough sort of start there. You seem to you weren't quite on your game at the start. It was tough.
Yeah. I got here cold. Didn't get enough warm up. The table felt a lot faster than it's usually like. And it didn't go well in the first few balls.
Well, there's a thing for the viewers that if you're playing in a money match, you need to get here early. You need to get here an hour and a half early. You need to hit balls. You can't turn up at 5 to 10, 5 to 11, whenever you're supposed to play. You've got to be here an hour before because you've got to condition yourself to the feeling of the room. You can't be rushed and then get straight into it. Mm-hmm. And if you were playing someone that was just a little bit sharper today, you might have gone down because you didn't prepare well for that the start of the match. And so I mean that's a learning curve for yourself. Mm-hmm. That if you've got another money match, you make sure you get there an hour earlier. So just you feel good going straight into the game. You don't get 2, 3, 4-0 behind.
Yeah, yeah.
Besides that, though, Al, I thought once you settled and you found your feet, I thought you were good.
I was average.
You thought you thought average?
Yeah, it was closer than it looked. He missed a few easy ones. The score could be 9-8 his way tournament.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess that.
Well, Al, it's on to Jason Catamol for your next match. How do you feel about that?
Not too bad, but lots of work to be done.
Lots of work to be done, and as I've said, as we're one of my good pals, I'm happy to help you moving forward.
Cool, man.
Thank you very much, Al.
Thank you, really.
Okay, that's it for the matches. It's time to have a little chat with the players. Okay, we're going to wrap this up, and then we're going to start another stream. We'll be back soon. Thank you.